Hey YouTube, AB Figs here. First, the basic shelf. And second, the elite shelf. Let me get to the basic shelf first. Just over a week ago, I wasn't even in the room. I may have been eating dinner or something. And then I heard a loud crash. Actually, multiple crashes. I come in here and I see that what looks to have been Seamus knocked over a lot of the figures that are in front of it. I didn't get any video footage of that, but here's a photo that I took of the aftermath of when that happened. But obviously I've fixed it all up since. But just yesterday, well, from when I'm recording this video, I decided to make room for an elite figure that is on its way. Now, as you can see, this space is also empty because I had to move my Elite Series 14 Undertaker to get that thumbtack in there. Well, I'll get to that in a minute. While I was doing all this, I don't even remember what stage I was at, but just without anything happening, crash. Ezekiel Jackson may have been the cause, and I'll show you the destruction in a minute. But you see how he's positioned. I haven't touched anything since it happened yesterday. Ezekiel Jackson is in the same row as all of these. He was right next to Tensai. But somehow, he has fallen forwards and backwards at the same time. I don't know how that was possible, but I'll show you what happened. Shad is down there somehow. Seth Rollins somehow got underneath this ultimate table. He is there. Looks like his leg could have been close to breaking off. And JTG went crashing through what looks to be two tables. This Batista was here earlier, so we'll ignore him. And the Miz ended up all the way over here. It's very frustrating for me, especially since I haven't touched these for months. And then all of a sudden, in the space of a week, or just over a week, both shelves fall over. But, yeah, I decided to ignore it and then continue with what I was doing. And I was about to put this Undertaker figure back up on the wall over there. As I was about to put it back on the wall, my loose version of the Elite Series 14 Undertaker fell over. This didn't happen with the rest. This happened by itself later last night. This was the only one to fall over at that stage. As you see, it hasn't knocked over any other figure. So, it's really a mystery for me. I don't really know what to think of it. I haven't done anything to these figures for months, and all of a sudden they decide to fall over at different times. And is it a coincidence that the exact figure that I was holding, my second one of it, fell over as I was about to put this one back? What do you guys think? And I'll give you an update if anything else happens. The next update may be the other figures have fallen over, or just the next update will be me setting the figures back up. So I was about to give you guys a good update on this whole situation. I was just about to come to the conclusion that this must have just been a one-time thing. That it was all clear. We could move on. But it happened again. I've been holding off the update because I've been busy with school, with a ridiculous amount of homework this year. Well, I'd fixed all these figures, and I did find that they stood up fine. It's not like their feet gave way or anything. It's not like they have loose feet. But it just happened again, and it was the same one, Ezekiel Jackson. And I'll even try and stand it up on video for the first time. I haven't touched the Ezekiel Jackson yet, but more destruction down here. This sucks. The Miz. Shit, I really hope these legs don't fall off soon enough. Man, and their poses are ruined. I spent hours putting them back into their pose. That's the annoying thing when figures fall over or something. If you want it to get it to where it was before, you have to spend hours getting into the right pose. This one, it's not bad because I didn't really have him in much of a pose. But gone through tables again. Yeah. Oh yeah, I do have a couple new figures on here, but that's besides the point. I will just try and move this JTG out of the way for now, and I'll see if Ezekiel Jackson's feet gave way this time, or if it's the same deal, he just randomly fell over. I haven't touched them before. He's fine. He stands absolutely fine. You know what? Some of you may not know this, but I don't use curse words. I never really have. But this right here, this has gotten me the closest I've ever been to using one of those words. I'm not joking. But yeah, I'll keep you guys updated on what happens. Tragedy has struck my figure collection once again. It's been a while since I've done an update video, but since the last update, the shelf was going really well, and it wasn't going to be too long before I closed off this video saying that it's all clear. The figures haven't been falling over as of late, but I come home from school today and this has happened. The basic shelf is fine, but I don't know how this happened. It wasn't Ezekiel Jackson this time. It wasn't even any of the figures on this side. It happened over here. But the worst part of it is down here. Look at this. William Regal crashing onto the ladders. Matt Hardy and Mr. Perfect going through the tables. Batista was already there. Chris Jericho landing over here. And the most crazy part, CM Punk all the way over here. How does he get all the way over here? He was probably about where Triple H was. He was standing probably about there. And I don't know how he gets all the way down there, but it's just insane. I actually feel like almost giving up on standing my figures back up because I know it's going to happen again. And if this keeps happening, the figures are eventually going to get damaged. I don't think any of these ones were the ones that fell over before. Possibly Matt Hardy, but it's been so long since the last update, I do not remember. But I'm going to have to get stands or find a way to make some stands somehow because I just can't take this anymore. I'll probably just leave the figures like this for a while. But I wonder where it all started. Could it have been Dolph Ziggler knocked into Bushwhacker Butch, who knocked into Dusty Rhodes, who knocked into Undertaker, who knocked into this Undertaker, who knocked into these Triple H. Oh, actually, that can't have happened because Triple H must have fallen before Bushwhacker Butch. I have no idea how this could have started. None of these figures have had any issues with stableness on my shelf, so I don't know. I'm so confused, and yeah, I'm really speechless at this point. I don't know when the next update will be, but yeah, see you then. Just when we thought the video was over, it happened again. Now, this didn't happen right as I'm recording this video. This happened a few days ago. I was just sitting on my bed, and it happened right in front of my eyes. So, it looks like Batista was the cause of this one. This is a new David Otunga figure. Yeah, I've got a couple other figures. Oh, there's my cat there. I better let her out. But that's besides the point. I did get a few more figures that'll be addressed on a different video. But it's done quite a bit of damage down here. I still had some of my Undertaker figures down here from when I did that 52nd birthday video for Undertaker. This was even before WrestleMania, so it was a while ago, but all this has happened and I really haven't wanted to fix any of it because it would have just happened again, and it certainly did on the basic shelf. Hurricanes crashed through here. Oh, the rings moved a little bit, but my brother probably did that because he was in here yesterday, and whoever's in here always seems to kick one of the rings on the way out on accident. But yeah, I really hope nothing bad has happened. Some of the accessories and stuff are scattered all over the place. But good news, we'll be having a part 2 on this. I have got some new display stands that I got for my birthday the other day. So in the part 2, I'll be reviewing the new display stands and showing you what the setup looks like with the figures on the display stands. I'll give you a little sneak peek here with Bushwhacker Luke. He's got a display stand at the moment, so yeah, that's just a little sneak peek. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I hope you enjoyed this video, because I certainly didn't enjoy having to make this, because I hate seeing my display like this. It's so frustrating for me, and every time it happens I get even more frustrated. So I'm glad I finally have the stands, and look out for part 2 coming out probably in a couple weeks. So yeah, thanks for watching and subscribe.